From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Morreale and Hitch.
All right, Robbie, we're getting right into it today with the Morreale and Hitch podcast here on the Ticat Audio Network. No guest today. You and I. Going to be a short one. Going to be a short one.
Hey, the last couple of weeks have been good. I've had some people tell me Ozzy's been really good. They want him maybe be a part of this show.
So oh, really? Not be part of the show.
He'll take it all.
He takes the average age up to over 100.
Oh, that's what a couple of my buddies said. He looks old. I said, yeah, he's looking good. He's 70. How old would Oz be? He's got to be 60, 58.
Ozzy?
No, he was 86. He came in.
So you generally come in, what, when you're 22, 23 maybe?
Yeah.
So he's probably born in the mid-60s?
Yeah.
So he's probably only like 62.
Oh, Bucko said he's...
What is he,
58. What? 58? No, he's not in his 50s.
64. He was born 64.
Oh, Oz, I know you're listening to it, buddy. We love you, but
there's no
you
way.
Need to grow some hair back.
There's no way I ever would have guessed Ozzy was still in his 50s. Impossible.
No, impossible. No.
Hey, he's lying.
You know, he's not. He's lying. He's like my buddy Tommy. Do you remember Tommy Kiopapon?
Oh yeah.
From high school, so from Glendale. He was born in Cambodia and Laos, and he came over here, and we still don't know his age. He was born in the jungle.
He doesn't know
born in the jungle. I said, "What, are they marking on a tree for you?" Like, how? He's like, they have no idea when I was born. I'm going by him. He's the same age as me, like 52. Yeah. He could be 47. He could be 58, and they don't age. He doesn't age. Tommy doesn't age. He looks good. He still runs. Good. He always looks good. But yeah, we used to bug him in high school all the time because he when he came over, basically came into Montreal through the Salvation Army. That was a sponsor, and he's got I think two sisters and 4 brothers. And they came in with nothing on their backs in Montreal in the middle of winter. And then they ended up here, and his mom worked at Felfab, remember? Yeah. Anyway, so they lived in those, the houses over by Eastgate Square.
Oh, I know exactly.
That's where we met him. And oh my God, so we bug him all the time about that. But you could be 60. He goes, yeah, I look good though. I said, yeah, you do. You do.
He was a good football player when we played. He was fast.
Yeah.
He was a good, really good touch player. Like, because he was so quick, right?
Still is. He's a quarterback now. He's like, remember Jason Hayes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been quarterback for, like, this team that wins it, the Canadians.
I played with those guys for a bit. They're so good.
Yeah. It's just bing, bing, bing down the field.
And you know Jason Hayes, right? Looks this way, throws the other way.
Oh, yeah.
100 times. From behind, it looks like, oh, my God, look at this guy. 6'4", 200 pounds, and he turns around the side, and then you see it. Yeah. Back in the day, I think he's lost some weight now. He had the big boiler. Oh, he was a good player.
All those guys, and they love playing with us and against us because we got to crush the CFL guys. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Seriously, put some pads on. You're dead.
That was good though.
Anyways,
most of the days, I like those days, man. And I think they still get out and do it. He was coach. Jason Hayes has been coaching the Hurricanes for a long, long time, and apparently he just stopped. He just stopped. I don't know if he just retired. He's done coach a couple months ago. I saw that.
Yeah, he's Tommy still goes. They play. Yeah, he's playing every weekend. They always come play. Trevor Shaw still plays too.
Does he?
Shawsey plays. Yeah, Shawsey
I think there's a Masters League, which is good because everybody's got to be over 40 or something.
It should be over 50.
Oh my God, no!
I don't think I could play, bud. My hamstrings would be. Your hamstrings would be in your back.
Oh my God, and my hips.
Their hips are finished. I'd have broken fingers. Anyways, well, that was a good start to the show.
So listen, the old days. You spoke it into existence the other day. Bo Levi Mitchell.
Hey.
We know how these things work.
Yeah, we know how they work.
Now,
I saw it. I just said, my God, they got to run next week or next year for the in Hamilton, the Grey Cup. You sign them a year to an option. Whatever, you're not going to sign them anymore until you make it there. You got a pretty damn good quarterback that's a leader that's won 2 cups and been there, I think, 4 times. I think he's been there in his career, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But not taking anything away from Schultz and Evans. If this happens, they'll be the 3 quarterbacks on the team, I would think.
You would think, unless somebody wants to make a play for for Evans or Schultz somewhere else.
I see, but I think they're going to keep. I think they're going to keep them both. Evans just signed a new contract. Right? Evans just signed a contract.
Right, and don't forget, Bo Levi's traded to the Ticats, but he's still going to be a free agent.
Yeah.
So he's been pretty upfront in front of that. I mean, I think it's a smart move for the Cats to get their foot in the door. So basically, they have the opportunity to make this thing work.
They interviewed Coach O the other day, and he said basically you can read around it. They gave up some draft picks. They're not giving up those draft picks unless they feel that they're going to get them.
Yeah,
so in my opinion, I think it's a done deal. But hey, you never know. You never know in this league, right?
You never know.
It's right here. It's the money, and he's making good money. I heard he was like $600,000-700,000. He was making a lot of money.
We made in our career. That's what we made over 12 years.
Bo, if you're listening, which you're probably not, you're the highest paid player in the CFL, and I welcome you to Hamilton, but I don't know. We'll see.
You could take the old guys like you and I out for dinner or something. That'd be a nice little welcome thing, right?
We should get him on the show if he signs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
haven't had any current Cats on the show, eh?
You know what? That's true.
We're probably a little too edgy for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Simone would be good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Simone would be good, but he might just take the show over, right?
That's right. He's already got his own show.
Does he?
Yeah. Something like that.
He's saying the same about us. We're saying, does he have a show? Do they have a show? So what's going on? Our boy Osh and Kyle Walters are in it for the third time. Winnipeg Blue Bombers off to the Cup again. It was a close game.
Yeah.
It was a close game. I'm telling you, the BC's, they're not far away from being there for a couple
and
of
Rourke
years.
didn't play overly well. Like, he had that kind of young quarterback. Coming off an injury, that's a big moment. He didn't play poorly. He didn't play great.
No, look at that front seven.
Well, yeah. I think they had a chance because
they did.
Caleros didn't play awesome.
No,
but it's going to be. I'm so we've been around this league forever. What feels like forever. And, the big 5 in a row run came before us in Edmonton. And then there's been nothing even remotely close, right? No. Maybe Montreal, a couple wins back to back. What Winnipeg has a chance to do, and let's not forget, it's 19 and then nothing in 20, and then 21 and potentially 22. That nothing year is a big year because you're trying to hold guys year to year to year. That's tough.
That's tough.
I'm impressed that listen, this is where we wish the Cats were in this situation, going for their third Grey Cup. But that's what should be happening. but I got to give credit to those guys, man. They just built a great culture there. Yeah,
well, look, it all starts. I mean, again, Coach O and Osh, both of them, both Coach O's. They're amazing guys. They're amazing players, and people love to play for them. I talk to guys all the time. It's the culture in the locker room. The culture. That's all it is.
I know.
They set their identity early, and people always say, "Oh, it's identity. What's identity?" Well, it's true because there's a few guys in the locker room that don't get along, they're gone. Like they're not gonna fit, and they have to fit the program. If you're not gonna buy in, see you later. That's just the way it goes.
It's the old FIFO, right? Fit in or F off.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes. But have you seen O'Shea's beard? What the? There's gerbils growing in it.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff in that.
It's disturbing.
Food, everything's in that thing.
Everything. You've seen him eat too. It's disgusting. Who knows what's in that thing? Yeah. I wrote him a note last year before the Grey Cup, and I said, "Your beard is disgusting." He goes, "You should smell it." I was like, because I know it probably stinks.
His beard probably smells like Gonzalo Floyd's gloves. The claw. I told you, I think I might have said this in one of our shows, I don't know, a year ago. I sent OSHA congratulations on the win last year.
Yeah.
He got back to me like 7 months later. I finally said to him, I think it might have been a year later. And I said, yeah, because it was last year when he won it. Congratulations. And they went back to next year. I said, hey, great win, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, didn't get back to me. I said, oh, nice that you've got back to me in a year. And he goes, oh my God, so sorry. I meant to get back to you a year later. Oh, I didn't want to bother him.
Oh, sugar. Yeah, let's go back to Ozzy for a minute. That was good. I'd like to have an Ozzy. We could still talk to Ozzy forever because he's got so many stories about everything.
I think he was probably one of our best shows with him, I think. And then besides Bob Young, I think Bob was awesome on it.
Bob was great too.
But we had a few. I think we've had a few good. Cummins was fun. Danny Mac and Flutie, the guys trying to get on there, like just fun stuff. These guys
just getting in and on and off the freaking computer was funny enough with Darren and Dave. We've had some great guests, and now nobody can get us guests anymore.
No,
I don't know what's happening here.
Budko's lampshade is probably still the same.
Let's bring him in for a second. God, this will.
Oh, he still got his pumpkin. Yep. For those who can't see, it's November the 17th, and he still has his pumpkin. It's rotting in the corner. Where's the lampshade? Is it still turned?
It's at it's here.
Oh, you moved it.
A different setup today. I can't really see.
Oh, it's still. You know what? I know what he's doing. So for those who can't see, he's got his lampshade turned. I think going to be to our left, and it's when the light goes on, it shines onto the pumpkin.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a spotlight for your pumpkin, your decaying pumpkin. That's what it is. You know who you look like today? Who is that? Who's the actor in all those action movies? Always had his hair slicked back. What's the guy's name? Terrible actor. But he was in all those. It's not Keanu Reeves. It's that other guy. The
kickboxer.
Yeah.
The kickboxer.
Yes,
come on, what's his name? What's his name?
The real kickboxer, like the pretend one that wears the black.
No, but he does. He does.
He's actually, yes, but he's not like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No,
he's the other Jewish.
That was me. That's me, Jean-Claude.
Anyways, Butko, you look like a very young version. Very fresh-faced, hair pulled back.
I forget that guy's name. He was good.
Nice,
not a very good actor, but
not a very good actor. It'll come to us. It'll come. No, Butko can't tell us because he was born in 1999. No, 2000.
Bucko, look up just like movies with karate or
what
kickboxing.
What's this guy's name?
Stiegel.
Yes, Steven Seagal.
Seagal.
Look at
Steven Seagal.
Look at you, young
Steven
Seagal. Bucko.
Stiegel.
Nice, young Seagal. Nice. You're taking it. You're not even going.
He doesn't know.
Like,
his movies were out before he was born.
But,
You're a young Steven Seagal. Very nice.
Well, listen, we got to talk about the Argos as well because I can't figure out that team.
It's crazy.
It's so. I don't know. They've got 10, 11 wins. I don't know what the hell they had this year. I just can't figure them out. I can't. The identity for those guys. I mean, Dinwiddie's, I guess, doing a great job. Maybe because I don't watch a lot of their games. Like if they're not playing the Ticats, I don't watch them.
We're prone, and it's a little different because I played there. But even for me, I'm like, we don't want to care too much because it's the Argos, so we really don't care. And then when they get to this point, we're like, oh, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, I know.
Because they're going against a lot, right? They don't have a fan base like Hamilton does. They don't have they're in a big city. It's expensive. It's hard to get guys there. It's hard to hard to live there. People are spread out all over. You're playing in a facility. It's not always packed. You got a lot of stuff working against you, and they're in the freaking Grey Cup. So they must have something going on. It just doesn't happen, right?
No,
they got to have something going on. But you brought up Dinwiddie. There's got to be something there because after the Eastern Final, all his team surrounded him or cheering with him. So there's something there culturally.
There's a good call. Yeah, I feel there is for sure. And I just watching them, they didn't do anything spectacular. And Montreal actually, came back into that thing. And Montreal, I don't think is a very good football club right now. But it's going to go two ways. They're going to surprise the hell out of me on Sunday and give a good game to them, or they're just going to get bombarded. Like I know it's going to go either way, but it's easier for us to say. But I don't know. But
it wouldn't surprise me if they came home with the Grey Cup. How crazy is that?
I know. It's true.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Not at all.
Nobody even gave them I don't think anyone gave them a chance to get there. Like you're looking at Hamilton at the beginning of the year, and all of a sudden they just slowly won games, and we didn't, and other teams didn't in the East. The next thing you know, they're in first place and they're going to the Cup. Like as much as I hate to say it, I want Winnipeg, but I mean Toronto. I want it to be a good game.
Yeah,
I just don't. I don't want. and I'm jealous that Ocean and Kyle are going to get their third ring in a row. But I'm at the same time so happy for them. But it's just one of those things that I don't know. I don't want Toronto. No, they can't have the Grey Cup.
It's just hard as a Hamilton fan to know what Hamilton's been through for the last 10 years, for God's sakes, from 2013 going to Grey Cups, 2014 going to Grey Cups, going back last year, going back, and then nothing to show for it. And then Toronto swooped in, boom, got a Grey Cup. Swooped in, nothing, boom. They've never lost, Rob. In the last 6 Grey Cups, Toronto's never lost the Grey Cup.
Come on. I didn't know that.
The last 6 Grey Cups they played, and they've won all of them.
Huh. Well, hey, that's... Oh, boy.
Crazy.
Sorry, Hamilton.
That's what it gets. And what do you say? You can shit all over the Argos. At the end of the day, they're in the Grey Cup. They did exactly what they needed to do.
And they're still winning. They're still winning without any fans.
I know.
Embarrassing. Change the camera angles. Put the cameras on the other side so it's facing the benches.
Because
at least the other side's got 8,000 in there. The other side, the whole top again. They said they were going to open it up. There's 40 people up top. It holds 4,000 up, 5,000 up top. Embarrassing. Oh God, it makes me sick.
It's hard. You know why it's hard for us? It's because it's just we know how much it takes to play and how much work goes into that and how important it is the game and the team to the league and the league to the country and it's frustrating. Hey, listen, when I was there in '96 winning the Grey Cup with Doug Flutie, we hardly had that many fans.
When we came down and played you guys, I know there was a lot of Hamilton fans, but there was still 30,000 in the lower bowl at the Rogers Center at the Skydome. It was empty up top, but there was still, it looked like there was 10,000, but there was 25, 30,000 people
just a
there.
big venue. A terrible venue.
Terrible. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go down and watch the games, at the playoff games at Exhibition Stadium. Remember the old Exhibition Stadium?
Yep.
Jammed. Packed back in the day. And then you just lose everybody. I don't know. Just keep talking about Toronto. That makes me sick. But, hey, they're there. You got to hand it to them. They've got to hand it to them. Yeah, they got to hand it to them. They did what they had to do, and they just won games when they had to. We lost games and we should have won them, right?
Exactly. And then you see that Nathan Rourke's getting 20-something looks or tryouts in the NFL.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And he should.
He's damn right he should.
Reminds me of a Flutie, actually.
I know.
He does. With a better arm, I think.
With a better arm, yeah. Better arm, but good field presence.
Yeah.
Probably stronger, but maybe not as elusive as Doug, because Doug was crazy good.
Yeah.
But no, that kid's. I hope he stays, because selfishly it's good for the league. But if he goes, you got to put a positive spin on that. That kid, young Canadian kid, came up to CFL, played a couple years, and he's in the NFL. So we'll see what happens there. But again, maybe they have an opening, right? A guy like Bo, he's going to have options. Now Hamilton's going to have to make sure that they try to negate all those options by making him happy.
Yeah.
Right now, right until he becomes a free agent, or hopefully sign him before.
So put yourself in that position. You're coming. You've been a starter. You've been in the league for 2012. So he's 10, 12, 11 years. He's been 12 years. He's been in the league. Put yourself there. Do you want to go to a great ownership, great culture, great football team in Hamilton, great stadium, best amenities around? Yeah. Grey Cup is there next year. Got to run for it. It's going to be a lot of hype. Or do you go to another team and try to,
You got to go to Hamilton.
That's what I say. You have
to. You got to go to the team that wants you. So Hamilton's gone out and said, "Hey, we want you bad enough. We know you're going to be a free agent, but we're still going to trade draft picks and some future consideration because we want you." To me, as a player, that's all you give a shit about. When Edmonton called you at the end of the year, did you not feel like, "Oh, yeah, I want to go. These guys want me there. They need me there. Yeah. I want to be there." That's what. Yeah. Listen, when I left to go other places, which we all know where that is, it's because they wanted me and the other team didn't want me.
And you weren't finished your career. You
just gotta go where you want to go, and it's not always on the player side. Sometimes it's the way that you're managed, right?
I don't think I've ever said it, but if I think that if I would have went out and we retired together, like just both of us retired on our own terms, and then they called, I wouldn't have went. I don't think I would have, because I went out on my own terms. We went out on our own terms. But because we got handed our papers.
The old we had to, forced retirement.
We had to retire. I played for both of us.
That's right. You did. You took the 1.5 games each.
Yeah, we're trying to get Dan Kepley.
Oh, Kep would be great.
Yeah, but no one can find him.
No.
We tried. I had a number. I had a phone number, and I text this guy, and this person got back to me and said, "No, Dan hasn't had this phone for a lot of years. Who is he?" I told him, and we had a conversation, and I have the conversation here.
Over text.
Over texting, yeah. I said, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm looking for Danny coaching me, and blah, blah, blah. And he came back. He said, "You play for Edmonton?" And I said, "Well, here's my name." And then he looked me up. He goes, "I can't believe I'm talking to a legend." I'm like, "No, you're not. It's okay." The Kepley's. So we just kind of talked for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, just on back and forth on text messages. But he said, yeah, he knew of Kepley, of course, from Edmonton, but nowhere to be found.
I was just in Edmonton too last week. I never even thought about it, but I don't even know if he lives there anymore.
Who knows?
I don't know. Man. That guy's good. So we got to start thinking about, Peter wants us to start giving some names to him and for people and all this other stuff. We've been fortunate. We played a long time. We know so many people. When you're asked to think of someone, I can never think of somebody off the top of my head.
No, we already did. The guys.
Plus, I don't want to do the work.
No, they don't want to do the work. I don't want to do the work. I think a current player.
Yeah.
Would be good to try to listen to see what they're doing in their locker room compared to what we did. Do you remember? Did I tell you ever when I went into their locker room for the first time? And
no, where, Edmonton?
No, in Hamilton.
Okay.
So I went in to see their locker room, and I said, "Wow, what a beautiful place!" I said, just like ours it was. I said, just like Ivor Wynn. This is perfect. And walked in, and they didn't have that. They had the tie cat right in the middle of the floor, and I kind of walked almost through it. And they were like, "You can't walk." I'm like, "What? It's a carpet. What do you mean? You can't walk on the symbol?" We never had that. I didn't know. I jumped off. They have it all. They have it all like roped off now. Like you can't. I said, "Oh my gosh!" I felt bad. I put 2 steps on it. I had to jump off.
It's a big waste of space right in the middle. All roped off. You can't even go around it.
Oh, they yelled.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, boys, sorry. I mean, we didn't have that on our concrete floor. Sorry, we didn't have it at Ivor Wynn. Oh my gosh! But we can get We can get a current player on. I think that would be good. And we only have I think one more show anyway until for a while. We're gonna do Grey Cup. So. I don't think we're going to do too many after
unless
that.
we want to be brought back by popular demand. I mean, that'll have to be a fan vote. We'll see what the fans need from us in the off season.
Yeah.
We need our break too, once a week. This is tough on us.
It's tough. It is.
This is tough.
You like my beard?
I do. Your mustache, bad.
Yeah, it's not very good. A little Movember. You should be growing one because you have thick. 1 week it's like Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck thick.
Find a picture of it. I'll find a picture maybe on my phone as we're talking. But I was talking to my youngest daughter today. Because the Sports Center was on, and the Grey Cup, and there was always with a stupid beard. And my wife's like, "Oh, Sophia, look, there's Daddy's friend." She's like, "Where are they?" I said, "Regina." She's like, "Dad, you can't say that word." I said, "What?" She goes, "The." I said, "No, not the.
No,
Ruh.
And she's 5?
7.
Oh yeah.
What would you know? Yeah. You're not her goddaughter. You're my oldest daughter's goddaughter.
And I gotta still send her some. Can I just transfer you the money?
You do whatever you want. She asks me all the time.
Okay, well,
Uncle Rob, did he forget? I said, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you as we speak. I'm gonna send you as we speak. You better give it to her. Don't keep the money.
Of course. What do you think I am?
I know you.
You're
like Greg. Okay, I will. I'll send it. I'm going to send it today, right now. I got it in front of me, so I'm going to send it. I can't send it to her because she doesn't have online banking. So what am I supposed to do?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, but how do I send it as a... Okay, forget. We'll do it another. We'll do it off the record here.
Yes, you figure it out.
Hey, how about our Canadian soccer team?
I know.
They play on the... I think
play third,
23rd. Okay.
It opens up on the...
Belgium. I think it's Belgium they got, or they have. Yeah,
it's a tough one. They're in a tough group. But, I mean, I think the expectations are not that they're going to win the World Cup in 2022, but the fact that they're in it, right?
Don't tell the players that.
Look at this stupid guy here.
Oh, boy.
Look at this guy. Look at this animal.
I can't believe you got a dog.
This Who's that? Oh,
hey, buddy.
Get out of here. Okay. See you later.
Give him the boot.
Man.
What's the dog's name?
Bugsy.
Bugsy. Oh, perfect. Same eyes as Bugsy. For
we
those
should get Bugsy on the show. That's
oh my God!
Get on the show.
So for those who don't know Bugsy was our trainer, our equipment manager at Ivor Wynn for a lot of years, and he has eyes just like
and
your
the
dog.
He has the teeth pop out.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He doesn't have a piece though, like him, right?
No, Bugs. No. Wow, this guy's he's put together pretty well. This guy
is he?
Yeah,
he looks
fixed, but it hasn't worked.
It doesn't work for him.
It's an animal.
That's funny.
He's
oh my gosh.
Literally. Oh, we had some beauties. We didn't. Again, every time I think of these things, I'm thinking, okay, we should have asked Ozzy, talk to Ozzy about Side Door Gary and Electric Joe, and because there's so many things like, I'm trying to think of other guys of that era that we played against that had that pedigree like Oz had. You know what I mean? Like that was there for long because we missed like Blaine Schmidt. Those guys were at the tail end.
Yeah,
Ozzy was the only guy that, and because he was a kicker. Right, that usually 9-10 years you're done if you're a normal player.
Yeah,
let's call it. So most of those guys he played, Lee Knights, all those guys, we saw them for a year or two. Right,
Lee Knight, Lee,
lovely.
Lee is beautiful.
Lee is a champ.
He is a champ.
He is one of the best. Like
they fought at my wedding. Remember, he slammed Wally Zatilny on the table at Club Roma in St. Catharines at my wedding. The table fell apart at my wedding. They were so drunk. So I don't even know. I might have said this on our show, but people probably don't remember it. But I had only 210 people at the wedding. So I invited about 15 Thai cats, not to the wedding. You were there, but I invited
to the reception.
The reception part. So I said to the guys, after the dinner, you idiots can come.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay for you to eat.
No,
but you can come to drink.
So Val, Lee,
I remember
Wally, all the boys came because you and Gregor and all them were already there.
Yeah,
there was I think 13 or 14 of them that came, and they were so drunk. They were dancing with my mom, dancing with everybody. Didn't care whose wife it was. Doesn't matter. We laughed.
They had a great
time. The table got smashed on the one table in the far corner. Wally got drunk. They did a shot and they ended up falling down and they broke the table. And I was like, oh boy, this was like 12 o'clock. I said, oh my gosh.
There's another guy. If we could get Wally on, I don't know if he'd open up the vault, but there's a pretty good.
There's a lot of stories. He showed us some of the stories in '95. He did. He showed some of the stories to us. I've seen it firsthand. But yeah, just that era, those guys, they were crazy too. But I think we had, we always think that we had the craziest locker room, but the best culture, and that's why we won games. But there was other teams that had, I think, the same thing. But we just felt because we were part of that there was. No
I think
else.
at our time, in our era,
yeah.
we were different than the rest of the teams.
Yeah.
But we would have been more like the older era, right? That really were just lunch bucket, come to work, have some beers, play football, smoke a cigarette in the halftime in the locker room. When I first started playing, guys were still smoking at halftime in the locker room.
Jesus.
Vic Stevenson, I can't remember who it was.
Earl Winfield would walk in and put whatever the cigarette was.
But what's legal now?
Illegal now, and put it out on the concrete
wall,
door on the wall as he walked in the door, and then blew all the smoke in. Remember? Blew it all in. We were sitting there. I'm like, what?
Player introductions and the smoke goes off. That was Earl coming into the locker.
Yeah.
Just
and ran back 2 kicks a game for touchdowns, caught 15 balls for 300 yards.
Dude, I'll never forget when we were in Edmonton. He came back for that one year. It was in 97. And we come down the field and we score to make it close. We have a chance to win at the end. We suck, right? We're 2 and whatever that year. Yeah, but he had come back for a bit, and after the game, he was so pissed because he had done everything like he normally does and almost win the game for us. And we're talking about the game. And he's like, you know what? I don't want to hear no MF wouldas. I don't want to hear no MF shouldas. I don't want to hear no MF couldas. But we could have won that game.
That was in Birmingham.
Was it Birmingham?
That was in the States. We were on the bus. We were coming back on the bus, and he said, "I'm tired of you guys talking about woulda, shoulda, coulda, but we shoulda won that game." Oh my God, we laugh. We're like looking at him like, and of course his breath was like hot garbage. Hot garbage. Gregor used to say, and you probably know this because you in the huddle, he would come in the huddle and start talking in the huddle, and guys would just back off. The huddle would kind of spread apart. Greg said it smelled like hot garbage, his breath. Like it was that bad. I'm like, thank God I didn't have to go into that huddle. Disgusting breath. Oh, what a probably smells like OSHA's beard. Maybe worse. Bad.
I wouldn't even put an open match in your OSHA's beard. That thing would go up in flames.
We should get OSHA on too. He'll come on. OSHA will come on.
Should. These guys get nervous, right? Because they. But
we just tell him it's taped. It's not a live show. If he cut out whatever he wants, he can cut out. He can cut out whatever he wants. We should get him and Walters on stick.
We should.
Kyle. Yeah, GM and head coach. They would come on. If they win it, we're getting them on.
We got to get them on
next week.
Yeah, if this is the Morreale and Hitch show. This isn't the Tycat show. We can do whatever we want. We can talk to people. This is about stories behind the scenes. I don't even know what it's about. I got to be honest with you. I have no idea what our podcast is about. Neither do
I. All we know is sometimes it's a great show. When we don't hear from Peter, we know that it's not a very good one.
Yeah, so. Exactly. If it's good, he'll let us know. If it's not good, we don't hear from him.
Well, Bucko's still got a job, so I guess that's
good.
Okay.
You don't get paid, eh?
Yeah.
It's easy to hold your job.
Do you remember the name Mark Gorsak? So he was my. I probably wouldn't know, but I've mentioned him a bunch of times. He was my special teams coordinator at Weber State. Okay, so when I left there about 2 years later, he signed as a player personnel with the Steelers.
Yeah.
So he's been with the Steelers. He does. You see him all the time at the NFL combines. He's doing the 40 test. He's a great guy. He's really outgoing. Anyways, he started a chat about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, with about 7 or 8 Weber State guys. I haven't talked to some of these guys in 30 years.
Yeah.
I haven't. So we got us on a chat, but I don't have anyone's contact. So all just the numbers are coming up. Yeah. So I said, hey guys, let's, instead of talking, let's put your name to the number so we know who it is. So anyways, we played with a guy named Tim Otten, and phenomenal defensive lineman. Anyways, they're talking about, hey, your son was awesome on Sunday night. You know, caught balls from one of the best that ever played. And I'm like, what's going on? So I looked it up. Tim Otten's son is Cade Otten, who's the tight end for Tampa Bay, who caught the winning touchdown 2 weeks ago in that overtime from Tom Brady. And he caught,
you had no idea.
No idea. Oh, I haven't talked to Tim Otten in 30 years. I didn't even know. So his son, who's 24, rookie, 6 passes for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then last week I watched and I saw him like, oh my God, it's my buddy's kid. And he caught another 4 or 5 balls. So he's getting to be one of the go-to guys for Brady because he's a big kid, like 6'4", 6'5", big kid. And you catch balls and you don't drop them. You're going to get through it. So anyways, so it was really cool. Like I'm thinking like, oh, this is great, man. Congratulations. I had no idea. Like, right? I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Who else was the guys like, did T-Shaw and Obi go on that? Because you went with Obi, T-Shaw.
So this is the funny thing. Sigorsak might be losing his mind a bit because I was on there with Jamie Martin, who was a quarterback for us, but he was in my freshman year.
He went to the NFL, didn't he?
Yeah, he played 12 years with the Rams. And as a backup,
best job in the world.
$1 million a year just on the clipboard. I think he got like maybe 20 starts or something. But so he was on there, and all the guys that were on there were all seniors when I was a freshman.
Yeah.
But I think Mark threw me on there thinking I might have played with these guys. I did for 1 year, but I really didn't play them for 1 year. But anyway, so I was on that. So Obi and Trevor weren't on that because he said, I've got another chat. Class. Yeah, he had another chat that he started that I wasn't on. It was probably with Shaw and Obi and those guys, right? But anyway, so pretty cool to talk about the guys that I played with and their sons and stuff. I said, well, you guys don't know about my daughter. She's going to Brock University. You have no idea about that. Like, come on, guys, your kids played in the NFL, and come on, seriously. But anyways, good times. Good times.
We're getting old, eh? God.
Yeah, getting old. Ozzy's old. Old.
I think he knows it too.
Yeah,
I think he knows that. He's a beauty.
So what's your prediction?
Okay, Sunday? let's start to wrap this. We'll bring Bucko on too. I want his prediction, which means nothing, by the way. But we're going to bring him on. There he is, David. You're on camera here too. We got you because people want to see you, eh?
Yep.
I don't know if you've been reading the chats, online chats. More Bucko.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. We want more Butko.
I know.
And we're here to deliver.
Yep. So what's your prediction for Sunday?
Okay.
Do you know who's playing?
I was going to ask you the same question.
What's going on here? Something's up with my. I'm on
You're fine.
I'm on Microsoft right now.
You're good. I can still see
There
you.
we go.
You're
Okay, good. What's your
I
prediction?
think Winnipeg got it. I mean,
Who are they playing?
Toronto.
Okay,
I drove
okay.
by the stadium on Sunday at about 5-1, just because I was in the city.
Nice. How'd that go?
Depressing looking. I was up on the Gardner, just driving by. So.
Oh, that's the demo. You drove by demo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So what do you think? Who's going to take it?
Well, Winnipeg. I think it's Winnipeg. I think they've got it all together. If everything goes well, then I don't think they can lose. But
Hey, bet. I was gonna say bet Regal or whatever else out there. Listen to Butko. He's gonna win. They got it together. They're gonna win.
He's secretly a bookie.
Yeah. What's your score? What's your prediction of your score?
I say there's a lot of points on both sides, but
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think they both get a lot of points. They're both in the 20s, like 28-23, Winnipeg.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay,
not
you're
bad.
close.
At 28-21, maybe not so close.
I was gonna say 27-24 Winnipeg.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be a real good game. I really do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 24-10 Winnipeg.
Ooh,
because that defense
is good.
Is good. They're good.
Yeah,
Actually, the special teams of Toronto, they've got a better special teams. That kid can run back some kicks. So I'll give him 14.
Crazy that in the CFL you never know. Yeah, how do you bet from the CFL? No offense. Like, how the hell do you know from game to game what's going to happen? It's like you never know.
I got some guys in the States that they said they watched the CFL and they watched the last 8 minutes of the game because that's what's going to decide it. No matter what.
Exactly.
You could be down by 20 and in the last 5 minutes you're going to win. Like it's unreal. I love it. It's
crazy.
The best game on earth.
It's probably going to be freezing there.
Oh.
Probably going to be disgustingly cold. I don't miss that. I do miss the festivities. You and I aren't there, unfortunately. We were, they couldn't send us down.
Next year,
we gotta do something.
Well, here we go right now. Saskatchewan is -18 right now.
No way.
-18. So on Sunday, not bad. It's not bad. A low of -11, and so -4 on Sunday for a game day. -4.
You know what? Take that all day long.
Can you believe it's -18 right now?
I just got back from Edmonton. It's -26. Not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun at all.
The year we went to Winnipeg in '98, we got there and we talked about this.
Do you remember how cold it was?
We got nothing done. The receivers or guys are wearing those big mitts. You couldn't catch the ball. We didn't practice for more than 20 minutes on the field. We froze.
They were hammering the lines because they were they painted like they froze over. They had literal hammers
breaking like glass.
Yeah.
And then game day was
beautiful.
Like 1 degree, like crazy.
Beautiful.
Anyways.
Beautiful. Well, listen, we got to wrap this thing up. You got stuff to do. Butt goes, he's got to go back to bed.
Carve your pumpkin.
Carve your pumpkin. Next time, what are you doing with the pumpkin?
You're going to make pie?
Pumpkin soup? Invite us over for pumpkin pie.
No.
Okay? What?
Go buy it. Go buy the pie. I'm not eating the pie.
Buy pumpkin pie. Invite us over.
Okay.
We should do a podcast from your basement. All of us.
Yes, if I had a basement, we could totally do that.
Where are you?
Okay, where are you? You look like you're in the
second
basement.
floor apartment, as I've always been.
No, you're in the basement.
Yeah,
Sounds way
you're
cooler.
in the basement. You're in the basement.
You're in the basement. Okay?
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Don't lie to us.
Don't lie.
That's why you don't want to invite us over. Don't lie.
That's right.
All right, we'll wrap this thing up. Happy Grey Cup week. Happy Grey Cup. May the best team win.
Good luck.
Next year, may the Hamilton Tiger Cats win in 2023. So for myself and Rob Hitchcock and Butko is on the second level basement. We're wrapping this puppy up, and this is it for Morreale and Hitch on the Ticat Audio Network. Have a great day.
See you guys.
That's another episode of Morreale and Hitch on the Ticats Audio Network. Have a question or a comment for them? Email us at manh@ticats.ca. That's MANDH@ticats.ca.